Born in 1951, former Yugoslavia, Milenko Prvacki is one of Singapore's most acclaimed artists, most known for his paintings that reflect his personal experiences and cultural influences. Having been forced into exile and landing in a completely foreign environment has largely contributed to themes of displacement, recollections, and cultural identity in Milenko's works. In 1975, Milenko graduated from the Institute of Fine Arts, Bucharest, Romania, with a Master of Fine Arts in Painting. Driven by the Yugoslav wars, he came to Singapore on a temporary work contract in 1991, which extended into a permanent stay, and finally, Milenko and his family became citizens in 2002, making Singapore their forever home. Milenko served as the Dean at the Faculty of Fine Arts in La Salle College of the Arts between 1998 and 2010, and was appointed Senior Fellow in 2011, a position he still holds today. For his outstanding contributions to the local visual arts scene, he was awarded the 2012 Cultural Medallion for Visual Arts and has continued to captivate the art community with his contemplative and progressive abstraction works. Settling down in Singapore, the crossroad of East and West, Milenko's oeuvre now takes root in the fertile soil of cultural diversity. After several fruitful trips to Bali, India, and Australia between 1996 and 1999, he was inspired by the beauty of the vast sceneries and gradually departed from single focal point style used in Western paintings. Instead, Milenko began experimenting with composition styles typically used in Chinese ink paintings, juxtaposing blended layers of colored background with defined strokes of motifs, writings, and geometrical elements. The collages and assemblages form a fascinating repository of his background and experiences, or as termed by himself, a visual dictionary. Abstraction for Beginners is an ongoing series since 2017 that traces Milenko's development in abstraction. The paintings and unique prints on handmade Japanese papers will showcase Milenko's continued expansion in his visual lexicon. The artist repeatedly alludes his integration into a new domain to learning a new language. The first was when he studied in Romania without knowing how to speak Romanian. The second was when he came to Singapore without any knowledge of English. Having learned many entries that have their origin and meanings, Milenko discovers that the alphabetical structure of a dictionary has not allowed any narrative or story to dominate the notation, a concept he absorbs and presents in his multifaceted works. A myriad of elements that may not necessarily complement each other are often randomly placed together, then leaving assorted interpretations to be derived from different perceived possible combinations. As Milenko constructs, or perhaps more aptly, reconstructs his memories and life events, fragments of the past return as memorandums for the future, albeit the fluid nature of remembering means this act of revival will constantly change and never stay the same. Collectively, the anamorphic figures, mosaics of colors, alphabets, ball strokes and blobs of paint get littered and scattered on the plane, compressed and packaged into a bizarre configuration of things that seem confusingly readable and unreadable at the same time. The dynamic interaction between these elements hence invites creative associations from different angles, backgrounds, and understandings. And in his latest works, Milenko challenges the forms of which such elements can be manifested as. This is most evident in his recent exploration of digital prints. Corresponding to the modernist practice of collage, montage, and assemblage, Milenko uses already existing images he has produced as the source material to be mined and reused. Through online reproductions of his own existing paintings, he selects and isolates fragments or parts of his work, which he then copies and cuts out, reassembling them. They become new composite images and represent a contemporary form of assemblage. Such a bold composition of the ambiguous and indicative challenges the notion of abstraction and highlights Milenko's remarkable pursuit to expand the boundaries of abstraction. Milenko has exhibited his works in reputable museums and institutions internationally, and his works are found in the permanent collections of important museums and private collectors worldwide.